Now, ladies and gentlemen, the glorious, the magnificent, the awesome Ribosomes and Golgi Apparatus. Ribosomes were discovered by George Palade, who was a US biologist born in Romania. Proteins are needed by the cells because the biological processes in the cell are sped up by them. Ribosomes are the workers who create the proteins for the cells that need them. Imagine the ribosomes as workers in a factory who take commands from their boss, which is the DNA. Welcome to the cell.
Every ribosome consists of two subunits. The two subunits in the eukaryotes are found to be 60S large and 40S small. The different types of ribosomes have small differences in the structure in different species, but their functional areas have very small differences. Prokaryotes, for example, have smaller ribosomes. Their ribosomes consist of 50S and 30S subunits. This is one of many differences in the different type of cells.
What makes ribosomes special is that we can find them in eukaryotes as well as prokaryotes. Even though the eukaryotes have a nucleus, the prokaryotes also need proteins which are manufactured by ribosomes. In an eukaryotic cell, ribosomes can be found in many different places. One of these places is the cytosol. Those type of ribosomes are used to create proteins which are used inside the cell.
Another place where ribosomes can be found is the endoplasmic reticulum, ER. There are two types of ER, rough and smooth. The rough ER is called this way because if we take a look at its surface through a microscope, it will be rough and bumpy. They seem like this because of the ribosomes that are stuck on its surface. What the rough ER does is it modifies the proteins in it. The other endoplasmic reticulum is the smooth one. It got its name because, contrary to the rough ER, it does not have ribosomes on the surface. The smooth ER detoxes the body from drugs and synthesizes the membrane lipids. For example, The cells in our liver contains big amount of smooth ER because it takes care of the detoxicating drugs.
The Golgi apparatus can be found in almost every cell. Just like the endoplasmic reticulum, it is a packaging organelle. It was discovered by Camillo Golgi in 1898. What the Golgi apparatus does is it clusters simple molecules and turns them into more complex ones. Afterwards, it takes the more complex molecules, puts them together in vesicles. The vesicles are then stored to be used later when needed or are sent out to the cell. The Golgi apparatus is the organelle that produces lysosomes, cell digestion machines.
The Golgi apparatus works with the rough ER. The rough ER sends transition vesicles to the Golgi apparatus. It absorbs them, modifies them, and afterwards vesicles called the secretory vesicles are released in the cytoplasm. Then they travel to the cell membrane where they are released outside the cell.
Hey Mr. Houston, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We're still doing the project, and this is what George looks like.
Look me! Стои ме намира и ме слушам мазиса.
See what you've done to us? We're ruined. No, it's not your fault. I don't mean to offend you. It's just that I don't know, I'm just very sleepy.
Hi, Mr. Houston.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's so cute. Just look at him.
Arrivederci.
Good morning, Vietnam. It's 4 o'clock in the morning at Yuan's house, and we are finally finished with the project.
Hi, Mr. Houston.
And he's still eating. We're still considering whether or not we should sleep.
Danchu's sleeping in the other room.
Danchi's already sleeping.
He's stupid. He left us.
You want to see how he's sleeping? I'll show you how he's sleeping.
He left us.
done, Joe. #KCS. Bye, Mr. Houston.